Welcome back to the latest episode of What Lies Beneath, episode 19. Amazed we've got this far, and amazed I've managed to keep things going so far. In our last episode, the party left the strange inn they found, run by the Garlicle and Smush's best friend, and continued on their journey. For the most part, not too eventful until they came to a large branch and some strange singing mushrooms known as campestry, which were singing strange little songs and giving strange little warnings. And then the tree's sap decided to attack them because supposedly, or should I say the root sap is probably more accurate, because it believed they had damaged something and was trying to punish them for it, and when they attacked it, it got more annoyed. Had a rather interesting ability. If you attacked it with fire, it moved faster. If you attacked it with cold, it got slower. There's also some swamp gas bubbles that tried to suffocate you. Party managed to deal with this situation and moved on, eventually found themselves at a strange pool from which a weird, watery creature arose. Seemingly in agony, though, or possibly angry, it was hard to tell. However, Midas, through quick use of his psychic abilities, was able to communicate with it and find out that the water, which Shmoosh knew was quite important to his people, had been tainted somehow. Through a clever use of dragon's breath to freeze the water and some other purification things, they managed to purify the water enough to soothe the beast, and were able to drink from the water, getting themselves little perks. Boosting knowledge, giving new languages or new proficiencies, and also found some boxes full of some strange tainted dirt, which it was believed was what was being poured into this pool. After dealing with this, they continued on their way and finally arrived at Netherlight Grove, where Shmoosh began a conversation with a Myconid by the name of Rumpadump. And I believe that is where we left off, so let's jump straight in. So, you're back then, Shmoosh. Took your time?
Yeah, I got a bit lost in the Underdark.
Wow. You're back now, and that's the point. Means things can go ahead.
So was I the
So,
last one? I hope he wasn't waiting on me.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh no.
If I were you, I'd probably say your hellos to people and then report to the Sovereign. You know where to go.
Yeah. Alright.
Also, and he sort of looks around shiftily, but obviously this is a telepathic communication. And he seems to think for a moment and writes something on a bit of paper and hands it to you.
Okay. What does it say?
Simply says, stay away from the southernmost part of the grove.
Ah, now he said that. Now I've got to go see it. I'll lead the party
I speak to this
where
guy.
we need to go.
He has not deigned to give you rapport spores. You could talk to him, and I suppose you got your telepathy.
Yeah, I assume he can understand me without sending it.
Yeah.
How long would you guys have waited for Shmoosh if he hadn't have turned up?
Until he got back, or until he was dead.
So if Shmoosh decided not to turn up for 2 years, they'd still be stood at the altar waiting?
The preparations would have continued. Yes, that's my understanding.
Wow, you guys are real patient.
Hmm.
I just follow Shmoosh. I was just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah. So
Shmoosh, go again.
Smoosh is just over here.
I don't have good eyesight, remember? I
Yep.
have a hooded lantern, that's about it.
So Smoosh, you would know that this tunnel over here leads to one of the sources of special water, similar to the one you found, but perhaps better protected. You would know that up here, through this little tunnel you can see, is the way to Basidia's throne.
What's this thing?
That is this little mushroom. Oh, that's a groth.
What is it?
He's a
Present.
big swamp creature. He's like a big wolf bear thing that's all swampy. But he only eats meat, so we're all good because we're not meat. We're
Oh, that's
mushroom.
okay.
Are you
Like
giving
Midas.
him as a present to the sovereign? A groffering?
No, he's one of the second sovereign's pets. And I'm currently in charge of him, so you don't recognize this mushroom, by the way.
Oh, I don't. What
Nope.
color is it?
White.
Oh. Yeah, I've not seen you around here before.
Yes, I'm with the new sovereign to your grove who merged in.
Oh. Okay. Well, welcome to the circle.
Yes, you must be the one that everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry, yeah, I should probably get going.
Yeah, it gave us time to prepare and get settled in. I mean, I've actually forgotten the name of the other sovereign now, and actually, what the hell's his name?
Hey, Smoosh.
Philo?
Philo, that's the one. Yeah, Philo, Sovereign Philo has really settled in down south.
Hey, Smoosh.
Yeah? It'll
think-
be quiet.
I think this guy. I think. Oh, oops. I think this guy's one of the good ones. He's not
Maybe.
purple.
What? Yeah, I know.
However, that guy over there looks a bit
Yeah,
shaded.
I think
Yeah,
the purple ones belong to Lady Z.
This little sprout is staring out to to this water here.
What you looking at there, buddy?
Oh! I just like looking at the water. It's pretty. I saw a fish once. It was a big fish.
We have a fish with us. Hey, say hello, Bibble.
Bibble will come over. Hello! Gonna bring the rest of the party.
He's coming to the wedding too.
Oh! I didn't realize non-Myconids were invited. Well, that's good. Always good to have more people.
Yeah, that's sort
Now.
of my entourage.
Can mushrooms swim?
I can't, but I like to look at fish in the water. Sometimes the water forms really nice patterns.
Do you know you can't swim?
Because I float.
What, you've tried?
Yeah, I just float. I'm got a very buoyant cap.
Ah, alright. I just whispered to Smoosh. That's a shame. I was hoping to talk him into, not being evil.
Right. He doesn't look evil and didn't do anything evil.
He's purple. Purple's evil. We've discovered this.
We haven't confirmed it. It's just a running theory.
Yeah.
Now,
So
Jorah.
down here is to one of the sacred pools that you're aware of. So
I'll go have a little look.
hoping that's taken you to the right map. Yes.
Oh.
I'll at this point tell the group so they're kind of away from prying eyes on ears
Mhm.
and minds. I'll release some rapport spells. My mushroom friend back there, he gave me this, and I'll show him the slip of paper. If is going on down there, should we go check it out, or should one of us go and be really sneaky?
Honestly, Smoosh, something is happening at this whole wedding.
That's why we need to know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, I can try and sneak about if you want, and you can be in my pocket.
I've got to show face.
Like, you've got to show a face, or you've got to show your face.
I've got to show my face at the wedding.
Ah.
Perhaps. Mhm.
I was saying, looking around, James, is there a place that I could sort of put my back up against and no one see me? Like outside the party?
If you went down these steps with the others, then that area currently appears to be empty. I'll move
Sorry,
you down there as well, Elodie. And I'm just gonna remove Bibble and the companions for now, because just remember they're with you.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So we forget when we get to combat.
So hearing these two talk, saying about sort of sneaking around places, I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before.
Turning into a mic in it?
Yes.
Oh.
Can I shape change into a mic in it, James?
Okay, in this case, you've been around Shmoosh quite a bit, so I'm gonna say yes, providing you make a good enough charisma check.
Please.
Great charisma, or would you want
straight charisma for now?
Okay.
Please become an abomination.
Oh,
yes.
damn it.
I would assume you'd guidance yourself.
Yeah, sorry, I forget I have guidance.
Which is enough. So then let me do this.
I like to think it's Jorah, but like with an umbrella hat, but like it's the mushroom top. it's nothing else, just that.
I mean, the funny thing is, I would still have the crown of thorns on top of the cap.
That's hilarious.
A mushroom cosplay.
Oh God.
There you go.
That is an abomination.
Oh, sure, nice cap.
There are tiny little spikes coming out of it.
I tip my cap to Shmoosh.
Very distinguished.
Can you let it spores in that form, or do you just look like
No,
one?
I just look like one. I cannot do any form of spores.
If I poke him in the face, does it feel like a mushroom, or does it feel like Jorah?
It feels like a mushroom. Feels like a bigger form of Shmoosh.
So you can turn into a mushroom and look like a mushroom, feel like a mushroom, but you can't do as the mushroom do.
I can change my form into any creature that I've seen, as long as it is vaguely humanoid in the sense of legs, arms.
Oh.
And I can't turn into something like a centaur or a horse creature. I can't grow additional legs or additional arms.
What if two changelings together?
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that.
One changeling could be the arse and one could be the head.
What if you changed into a centaur, but only the front part, and we got you a costume of the back of a centaur?
Technically, I could do that.
It's a horrifying abomination in my head.
It would be like a human top half and like the lower half of horse legs.
Or what if we did like the opposite, and you turned
Botric horseman.
into an ass, and we got a.
That one I can't do because he doesn't have arms or a head.
True.
I have to have arms, a head, well, 4 limbs and a head. but I can't become more animalistic, so I couldn't turn into a wolf, for example.
People
I have
goes,
to be bipedal.
people goes, what if we cut your arms off? Could you then turn into the back end of a horse? Because then you only need legs.
Wait,
I'm going to look at Bibble and go, what if we put salt on your legs?
I'd have salty legs.
Will they twitch?
wait. Bipedal. I pick up Shmoosh. Does Shmoosh actually have 2 legs?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're very tiny little stumps.
He's not been hopping around this whole time.
No.
No, they have feet.
I can't see it in terms of his token, so I don't know. So I just thought he was hopping around. Or
So
in
your
people's...
head that's hopping around.
That's amazing. I never knew that.
No. What?
I mean, here's what like a typical like adult Myconid looks like.
Oh, okay, that's creepy.
So I now need to think of a reason why I can't release spores to make this work. Look at Smoosh and go, has there ever been any records of a myconid unable to produce spores, so to speak?
Mm,
Roll me a history or a medicine check, Smoosh.
I will
Okay.
guidance.
Erectile spore function.
Did you say history on nature
History or medicine?
or medicine? Go with history. 22.
Thinking that through your studies and through stories and such, the only time you've ever heard of a myconid that didn't have his spores is sort of as like one of those like bedtime horror stories, like you know, if you suck your thumb, the sizzle man will come to cut them off, sort of thing. So you've probably heard stories of if a myconid misbehaved or abused their spores or something like that, or didn't wash properly or eat all their food, then they'd lose the ability to produce spores. But you've never actually seen or heard of an example.
He's got spore circulation.
No. Well, it's very rare, and I think it would probably be a made-up story. I don't know. I really think if someone has to go see what's going on down there, I think it should be Midas, because if I'm not supposed to go down there because it's dangerous, that means it's dangerous for other Myconid to go down there. You see what I'm saying? So you could waltz in there, but then you could get taken over as well.
I'm not a myconid though, Smoosh. I've just taken the appearance of it.
I think the whole point though is that every
You're more
myconid.
vulnerable to it.
I think every myconid has to be at the wedding though. So you would be requested at the wedding because you look like a myconid.
They also might wonder who the hell you are because, you know, you look like a myconid and stuff, but as Smoosh said, you wouldn't fit in any of their circles. Like, they wouldn't recognize you.
I came with Smoosh. He saved me.
Oh, there you go. That's my full artwork.
An angry mushroom.
I mean,
He's disappointed in Midas.
if we want to go down there, Midas could be a good bet.
Right. Midas, do you reckon you can get in there unseen? I need to know what's going on down there.
I could either get in there unseen or I could cause a lot of ruckus. It's 50-50. But I could...
You can also get out quickly, right?
Yeah, I'm more likely to do it than any of you guys, especially with my new abilities.
If you could take Squeaks with you. Okay, Squeaks can tell you when someone's sneaking up on you. They have blind sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Squeaks will go with you, and Squeaks will squeak if they can detect. Well, he'll like basically flap on his head,
Yeah.
detect any invisible creatures.
That's cool. I didn't know he could do that.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got blind sight, hasn't he? So his echolocation will pick something up if it's standing next to you. It's only
Right.
short, about 10 feet. Sorry, 60 feet. 60 feet blind sight. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Jorah, are you
Right.
going to stay in your myconid form, or are you going to revert back?
I'll revert back, knowing that it's useless.
It'd be useful at other times, but
Okay, minus you're off.
At least I
Well,
know I
that's
can do
fine.
it.
Am I going now?
Yep.
All right.
No time to waste.
Elodie?
Yes.
Do you want to do your doodle-doo thing? Make me feel good? Unless you're keeping it to yourself.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you don't have to, but
Sure.
it'd be nice. Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Are you stealthing?
I'm going to be stealthing, yeah.
I will guidance you as well.
Holy crap.
Do I know which way to that section, by the way?
yeah, basically. So
Through-
I'll just take you guys back to the other map at a time.
Yeah, we don't need to go instantly, but once you direct me where I need to go, I can just be like, yeah, I'm going to...
You can also have Squeaks be a distraction, okay?
Right. So Shmoosh down over this
Yeah.
way.
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a bridge for him to follow?
There's basically this tunnel here
Mm-hmm.
that I'm pretty sure you should be able to see. If you go down there, that'll be where it is.
Okay, go on then, Midas. You know where to go from there.
Everything's going real.
We'll fall
All
back.
right. And whoosh, I'm gone.
So you're stealthing.
Yeah, I'm going to stealth.
Okay, roll that stealth.
Oh my god, I'm stuck in the wall.
Yeah, you got stuck on like the one boulder that was there. There you go. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna psychic anticipation that. Shit.
Yep.
There you go.
That's better.
Plus 3 plus psychic bolster.
Okay.
Which is wait. Is it gonna do it? It's not done it. Psychic die. There you go. Plus 5. So it is a 31.
Okay, I think you're good. Assuming you don't just walk
Vanish.
directly in. Yep.
Off we go.
Yeah. Wait, is there a thing for here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, the bat. Use the bat to distract them, so they're looking up, and as soon as they look up, I'm straight through.
Sweet.
Oh god, I hate this.
Yep. So sneaking in, you see there are a lot of things, but rather than necessarily mushrooms and such, apart from this big one who seems to be sitting atop what looks like the stump of a mushroom. And you can see sort of like a white mass sort of stretching out from that stump.
Yeah.
But most of what this appears, rather than like fungus in the way you were expecting, like mushrooms and such, appears to be mold.
Oh god, what is this? Oh god.
Nightmare fuel.
I don't know if you can see this, Chris, but yes.
I see more than you do.
It
Yeah.
is very much nightmare fuel. I'm assuming if I go in the water, I'll create ripples. And,
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be anything further beyond the water, but what you're seeing down here is this mold, which seems to be slowly spreading.
Shmoosh is just like my wingman. I'm just like, sorry, Shmoosh. What's he called? Forgot the bat's name. Squeaks the bird.
Yeah.
He's just like
I'm actually seeing through his eyes as well. I'm 100 feet away.
Yeah. One
he's-
thing you do see that's particularly odd are these big ball-like things at the back.
They're like puffing.
Yeah, they seem to be almost like releasing like a gas, perhaps, or a mist.
Spores.
I hate this. I hate everything
Yeah.
about this.
Weirdly, even these bat-like creatures, which you can see flitting about, these things here. Actually, you know what? Let's give you a better look at some of these. So those are the bats flying. Oh, assuming that's showing you.
So with Squeaks flying about, what Squeaks' stealth roll?
I'm with you. I'm like,
Yeah,
with
literally like hiding in your pockets.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
That's based on your stealth.
Because I thought Squeaks was distracting for me, so I could get past like parts.
You did possibly a distraction against the original, the ones at the doorway, but
and just quick ask, what are they doing? Are they just chilling?
this
Or
one, the main
seem
one
to be-
appears to be in like a sort of meditative state at the middle of this mass.
Okay.
The bats just seem to be flitting about, but they don't seem to be paying any real attention. And this one here reminds you of a quagga, but it appears to be comprised of mold.
I'm going to create a psychic whisper connection with the big one, but I'm not gonna alert that he's connected. In other words, I'm not saying anything until I get out of this place.
What's the range of your...
It's up to a mile.
Okay, yep.
So I'm just like,
Yeah.
I've created a connection with him, and then I'm out of there.
Was there any other tunnels that you haven't explored?
Not that you could see whilst you were down there.
Yeah.
Didn't pick anything up.
Okay.
So I get
the other creatures, the bats, this gargoyle-like thing, and even these other myconids, which are standing near the entrance, all appear almost in a daze of sorts.
Oh, dear.
They don't really appear to be... Like, you walk right in front of this one and this one, for example, and they didn't even react.
Oh.
Like, maybe your stealth was that good, or maybe they just didn't care.
You're very quiet, but he's not invisible. If you walked right in front of them, that would have alerted them.
And you had like these bat-like things flitting about. You'd think possibly similar to your own Squeaks. They should have picked you up with their blind sight, but
yeah,
nope.
But no one really saw me.
Nope. Or if they did, they didn't react.
I just get back and I'm like, did you see that? Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Well, I don't know about horrifying. I mean, it's just mold. But I will say there's something not right.
Do you want me?
They should have seen you, or at least reacted.
Do you want me to speak to the big one? I'm connected to him.
Yeah.
Psychically, I can speak to him.
Yeah. Say.
He won't know it's me because no one saw me. It'll be just a distant voice in the head.
Can you make yourself sound feminine in the psychic whisper?
Sound like what, sorry?
Feminine.
Eminent.
Feminine.
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 Yeah.
Oh God. Hi.
No, like a queen. You want to sound regal.
Hello.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
Hello.
No, that's gone far worse. Okay,
Hello.
As you're trying to do this, you hear a voice in your head, Midas.
ugh.
Probably because I've said hello like 5 times in my head.
And it just goes, "Did you enjoy the view?"
Depends on the view.
Do not try to trick me, mortal. I knew you were here. We all did. You just weren't worth our time.
I'm just repeating this to Shmoosh.
Oh, okay, yeah, like that. That's a good voice. Yeah, perfect.
Like what?
Look, the voice you just did.
But this voice?
No, the other
Ooh.
one.
No, this voice.
No, he was speaking a second ago.
Oh. Wait, what? I'm confused.
You said you're repeating it, and it's telepathic communication with me because I'm linked through stores.
So, I will
Yes,
repeat the question. Did you enjoy the view?
What was the view of? It was a lot of things.
No, give me your first impression of the beginnings of my new grove.
Depends. Are you going for threatening or are you going for friendly?
Neither. I just am.
Should we be worried about you? Like, not worried about you, but worried about what you may do.
Are you planning to interfere with what is to happen?
The marriage?
Exactly.
No.
Then we have nothing to worry about.
Is everybody safe if the marriage goes ahead?
It seems to pause for a moment. You can always hear the silence. And goes, yes.
What happens? What happens if the marriage goes ahead? Because do you take over their hive mind, or wait? I assume you're the married G.
that's Lady Z you're talking to, I think.
I will be melding with Lady Z, and then she will be melding with others, allowing us to enter a greater hive mind.
Who takes the main role? Is that you or the other?
That will be Lady Z.
Should we be worried about Lady Z? What I'm
That-
asking is, we've come a long way. Is this a trap? I'm
A
just gonna be
trap?
honest.
A trap for you? A
But
trap for anyone? No,
all-
there is no trap. Everything is as it should be. A wedding has happened, and the members of the circles have been invited. My circle, what is left of it, and the Netherlight Grove, which I have joined. sorts.
I'm gonna be honest, Shmoosh. My first impressions seem really off. Like he's been really nice. He, she,
Doesn't your opinion
they?
is bad?
Yeah.
You need to get them out of your head now.
Why?
Just do it.
I get rid of the psychic link.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence check. Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those. I'm actually good at those.
For the briefest of moments, you feel almost as if, even though you've severed the connection yourself, you can still feel it. But then, as if with a psychic knife, you slice off that final connection. And the last thing you hear is, I'm sure we will speak again.
Shmoosh, was he trying to meld with my mind?
I think you are probably got a little bit too close to those puffballs. They can sense your mind. They don't need to see you.
Huh.
Which means, obviously something bad is going to happen.
But he was really nice.
No, he wasn't.
He seemed it. Like
He hesitated when you asked if it was a trap.
a little bit. But apart from that, he seemed really nice. Maybe this isn't a trap.
It is a trap, just not in the traditional sense. What they're going to be doing is warping our minds so that we don't know what's good and what's bad for us anymore. See?
If what
We
my
won't be able
dad
to
said
resist.
is true, all weddings are traps.
Well, see, people.
So you're saying I was correct and this was a bad idea.
I've had dreams telling me to stay away from here, telling me that I've got to go back. I've got to avoid everything here.
Do you want to leave then?
No. I've got to save my circle.
So where are your circle?
That's a good question. Let's go find them.
Yeah.
Many of the people around here have been members
Yeah,
of
they
your
are.
circle, but there are new ones.
I'm
And
looking for the congregation mainly. And most importantly, we need to find my sovereign.
yes, which will be up through this north tunnel here,
Okay, let's get going.
which is quite narrow.
From colliding.
I shall move the others after you.
I can't go, I'm colliding.
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's try
no,
to go through the rules.
I wasn't. There's a path and I'm trying to go through the path.
I made it.
Because
Yeah,
you've seen it.
The path entrance is here, this square.
Oh,
Move to that square and then go on.
okay.
I did test that it was navigatable.
I could not. Ooh, this is pretty.
So, Shmoosh, you would know that this giant mushroom here
That's the melding place.
is known as Basidia's throne.
Shmoosh.
As in my sovereign's throne.
Yep.
Shmoosh.
Yeah,
There's so much purple in here.
there is. I'm just going to assume that that's wedding decoration.
There appear to be
my
quite a
fear.
few sprouts and stuff about as well.
Mm-hmm.
I should put a few more mic.
What if your circle's the evil thing?
No, Basidia isn't purple, silly.
I haven't
And this
met
didn't look
you.
like this. What did it look like before?
It was similar to this, but probably less purples and pinks. You're obviously a representative of your circle, as are the other sprouts, as is Stool. So you know that yours has always been more of like a browns, whites sort of thing.
Okay, right.
And maybe some blues.
Yeah, this is just the color scheme of the wedding, it seems.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go have a look inside Basidia's throne.
Evil wedding.
Basidia?
As you approach, you can actually go in. There, you're invited in.
Okay. I should
that's
be casting
ominous.
detect magic, by the way, at this point, like ritually casting it.
Wait, that's
Okay.
Basidia? That is the evil-looking thing. Like creepy Slenderman mushroom.
Yeah. So Basidia, I will share with you a bigger image.
I'm going to be using this map soon.
It's a good map. This is the second time I've used it myself. Yeah, I'll show you in a bit a bigger picture.
Purple hands, purple cap.
Yeah, it's more meant to be a blue. But there are also these two feminine figures standing either side of the entrance, who both say in unison, "Welcome. Welcome home, Shmoosh of Neverlight Grove."
Oh. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Is it alright if I...
It is us who are pleased. Now we may truly prepare for the wedding.
May I, speak with my sovereign, before the wedding, privately? I have some...
Yes. We must speak to the Chamberlain and return to Lady Z. We were merely keeping Basidia company until your return.
Okay. Thank you.
And they both leave.
Alright, see you soon. I'll, head towards... Also, what type, if any, magic is in and around here? I'm concentrating it.
Let
me concentrating on the detect magic.
So, one thing you would definitely sense, because it's always quite prominent, is... No, that's not the one I'm thinking of, but that does kind of work. Is transmutation magic.
Okay.
But you know that as part of what the Sovereign does, he releases that sort of thing to help things grow, essentially like a plant growth spell, but specifically for mushrooms.
Yeah.
There is also... trying to think of... I would say definitely necromancy magic as well.
Whoa! That's not normal.
It's not as prominent here, but you can probably sense it coming from behind you.
As those two, like, leave, you mean?
There is also abjuration magic to some extent.
Okay. Bibble's got a magical staff.
Yep.
But that's probably evocation.
Yeah.
And
obviously you've got your party's usual magical items and such, which will be glowing in their various colours.
Yeah. I'll approach the Sovereign and release a few rapport spores.
As you approach... You're back, Shmoosh. How prosperous and how unfortunate.
You sent me visions, didn't you? You sent me dreams.
I did my best.
I couldn't stay away. I wasn't gonna let my circle just be, well, taken over.
I and we appreciate the sentiment, but your return may be what has doomed us all.
No, it can't be.
But there is still a chance. But before we begin, gather your friends around and I shall tell you a story.
I'll gesture to the others.
How's this voice coming across, by the way? Is it good?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's good.
She
didn't
gonna,
know what to expect, but
she gonna tell us the story in Balamari?
just sit down
I
and
will,
breathe this in.
I will even bring Bibble out for this.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't sound good. When you bring
No,
it.
yes, it's story time, so you're all about.
Story time.
Shmoosh, you are obviously aware that a circle is connected to their sovereign, and a sovereign is connected to the other sovereigns as a greater circle.
He sent me a vision of that as well, with the lights.
Yes.
One of them turned purple, though. What does it mean?
The purple is the corruption. The abyss. It seeks to corrupt us all. But not all purple is bad. Simply, it is one of her colors.
Lady Z's.
Oh.
She's behind this. She has some
Yes.
sort of plan. Midas
Yes.
saw what was going on in the southern grove.
Yes, Philo is loyal to Lady Z. And I did not find this out until it was too late. Now, I know that there is much that will happen, but I must tell you the greater secret. It is important for you to know. The 8 sovereigns, whilst joined in a circle, are also joined to another. There is a being which grows in the Underdark.
What?
Larger than any other. Larger than perhaps any other creature alive. I've heard surface dwellers refer to something as a world tree. This is perhaps a similar thing, but think of it as the world shroom.
Oh.
Or a mycos.
This sounds like a good thing? Like a mushroom
Or a
god?
mycos.
Have you heard of it?
Or a mycos is the root that attacked us.
Yes, that's
With
what you were
those-
told.
Sap
What?
beans.
They said that they thought you had injured Oromykos, and so they attacked.
I mean, I did injure Oromykos in the end.
Was Oromykos corrupted as well?
Not yet.
I'm
But
gonna.
that is
Sorry, go on.
Lady Z's plan. She will corrupt each of the sovereigns, and through us corrupt and Oromykos, and spread her influence through the Underdark and perhaps beyond.
So, have you had the wedding?
No.
So why don't
Philo will marry first.
so why don't you just not do it? So you don't get corrupted.
Because if
It means war. And we're not built for war, Midas.
Exactly.
Myconids are not fighters. We commune with one another for a hive of peace.
Have you
It's not
seen
in our
yourself?
nature.
Have you seen yourself, Shmoosh? You are a badass fighter. If I've ever seen one.
It's not just that, Shmoosh. There are other races down here who could possibly aid you in this if it did come to it.
It is one of the reasons that I sent Shmoosh away and sent him into danger.
What? You sent me? But I got lost.
You were directed. Whilst you were out traveling, that is when I learned of the plan.
Oh no.
And so I used a subtle nudge here and there to drive you further away and potentially, and for something I am most sorry for, into capture.
But
Sorry, go on.
But I escaped that prison, and I can help you escape too. We can all get out of here. We'll make a new grove with Blackjack and Bibble.
Oh. The problem, Shmoosh, is that you have already seen some of what Philo has created. And you have seen the bridesmaids.
Oh, the puffballs?
The
These ones were right
bridesmaids were
here.
the ladies that just
Yeah.
left.
Oh.
You have also seen the Chamberlain, and the Chamberlain alone is probably as powerful, if not more so, than I.
They won't allow you to leave. Oh.
For if I leave, then the final lock cannot be opened, and they will not be able to fully corrupt Oromikos, or at least not for a while.
Are all the other sovereigns corrupted as well? Are you the last one?
Many of them have fallen. There may be one or two left, but no more than that. Philo has not yet been corrupted, but he believes the Queen of Fungi's lies that this will unite all of our people and be for the greater good.
What if another took the place of a sovereign? Is that possible?
It is possible for some to rise up to that rank, but a sovereign is like... He pauses for a moment. A sovereign is like a mighty tree.
Yeah, like the oak tree.
So,
we're the acorns.
Hear me out on this. This might sound like a crazy idea, but everything that they're planning runs on all the sovereigns being corrupted, including yourself.
Yes.
I know what you're going to suggest, Midas. No.
So if we, no, we're not going to. We don't need to kill your sovereign. That's not the plan. But
I knew you.
So we just need to get you away, but they won't let you go. Is that what we're being told?
That's right.
So what if we could get your sovereign out of here? I don't know where it would take your sovereign, but we could do it. We just hand these 2 bags to your sovereign and tell them to put one inside the other.
One what inside the other?
One bag inside the other. Apparently
the bags are holding.
Oh my god.
I don't
I mean,
know where.
it worked.
Good at killing him, Midas.
How do you? No, it just takes them somewhere else.
Somewhere.
Do you
Hold
know?
on.
Do you know exactly where this takes them?
Let me get my bag of holding out.
Do you know? Do you know where this takes them?
Inside an extra dimensional space created. The gate is one way. Sucked through to a random location on the astral plane. The astral plane, Midas.
Is that bad?
That's.
It
I
sounds
don't
very.
even know if they'd be coming back from that.
It sounds very dark, and mushrooms like dark places. Is it so bad of an idea than your sovereign being corrupted?
Let's explore other options before we rip a hole in space and time.
But it would work. And it-
Basidia, you say that me coming here was doomed us all, and I'm sorry I didn't read the signs. Sorry I may have disobeyed you, but I think being away from you has changed me, and whether it's for the good or worse, I'm not sure. It's like Midas says. I'm a fighter now, and I can fight this corruption back.
It has certainly allowed you to grow beyond what I expected in such a short time. Your idea, Midas, was it, had some merit, but if I was to die or leave this plane of existence, I worry that that would just break the lock in a different way. So far, they have not been violent. They have merely been suggestive, persuasive, and perhaps threatening at times, but it has... So far, things have remained peaceful and there have been no deaths. That is why I have not gone against them. It is again why I must apologize to you, Shmoosh, by sending you away and getting you caught. I hoped that you wouldn't be able to return, and either Lady Z would get bored and move on with other plans, or I would come up with a solution. I managed to persuade her that I would only be able to truly carry this wedding out if all members of my circle were present.
So hear me out. New plan, similar to the old plan. You're worried about if you go, then the rest of your circle will be killed. What if you bring all your circle here, and then we hand you the bags of holding, and then you all go together?
Because it could kill them all. Alliance.
And it is not just my circle I am worried for. If Oromikos is corrupted, you have obviously seen what a few of our kind can do to raise corpses and infect others into slaves. Imagine what a creature the size of Oromikos, which spreads its roots all throughout the Underdark, could do.
Well, we're not going with you. We're gonna stop Oromikos. But at least every one of your circle will be safe.
Let me think.
I'm gonna look at.
What is Oromikos like? When we fought them, they seemed quite aggressive and hostile.
Oromikos is ancient and sleeping. He has not truly woken for longer than I have even been sovereign. No sovereign, even the most ancient of us that still stand, have ever spoken to him. Even probably 3-4 sovereigns before myself. I do not. Recently, due to the corruption, he has had fitful dreams, causing things to try to defend him, try to stop what it is in order to allow him to return to his slumber.
Well, we heard a strange poem from a campestry. They said some very ominous things. Can't remember the exact details, but I know it sounded really bad. Do you think they were using that as a way to speak through them?
Possibly. Certainly possible. The Campestri are a mysterious lot, cousins to us, but normally strange, alien almost, but it would not surprise me if Oromykes' influence even reached beyond this plane and into the Feywild where the Campestri come from.
What about into the astral sea?
He considers this. It is not something I have heard of, but he gonna roll him. Really, that's I'm giving him a bigger bonus to this than he actually has because that's stupid for this. Like this is supposed to be ancient being. So I'm gonna add like a +5 to that. So it is not something I have heard of, but if the astral sea is akin to a place of dreams, then it's possible that his dreams may exist there.
Oh, okay. Just thinking if he is connected to it, then maybe there's a way you could reach them if you were there too. I'm not sure.
A
What was he going to say,
possibility.
Jorah?
It's basically been answered now.
Oh, okay. Well,
What if? Who's the big bad here?
Lady Z. Which
What if we
I'm
send
guessing
Lady Z?
her real name is something else?
Yes.
What if we just send Lady Z to the astral plane?
Well, one thing you must be aware of with them is they are, as I said, from the abyss, and yet they are here, suggesting that they at least have some way to travel between planes.
Will they be present for the wedding?
Yes. Or at least an avatar, I would assume.
The abyss.
Great. Okay. So that plan's a no-go as well. If she's not here, it'll only get rid of her avatar, and you can get more of those.
I mean, we're not fully ruling out not using the bags.
Just the best use of them.
Yes.
Now, what else is there? Okay. I've been learning a lot about herbs and chemicals, reagents. Is there something that we could create as a counter-virus, a pathogen? Wait, antigen? Yeah.
It's not impossible, though it would take much. You would have to... He seems to muse over this, considering the idea, because you would know that the sovereigns, through their age and stuff, are greater masters of alchemy than...
Absolutely.
So
That's how
he
I gained
seems...
so much. That's how I gained so much in so little time. It's basically the sovereign's knowledge passed on to me. There's a way to combat this pathogen, and well, by the looks, I don't mean to offend, but you appear to have some purple on you.
Not all purple is bad, but
Or you're just dressing up for the wedding?
exactly.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I will say, it gave me a little bit of a fright when I first walked in here. I thought, oh no, it's too late. But if you're of right mind, then what do you think? Could we come up with something like that? Maybe there's something deep in the underdog we could use.
What you must consider first is that the way in which this wedding and the corruption has occurred, it has turned something sacred for our people into something corrupted. They are using the melding Shmoosh in order for this marriage to occur.
Right. So it's a voluntary thing.
Essentially, from the whispers that I have heard and from those that have managed to resist Philo and report to me in secret, they are attempting to seduce our people with the promise of a paradise for us.
Never heard that before. Well,
unfortunately, many are believing it and slowly falling into their influence. The venom spores, the death caps, were first to go under, but that's not surprising. They are more expansionist than most. But you've seen, obviously, the growth outside, the prominent colors, this seeming extravagance, almost euphoria. It might even be hard to tell some of our kind apart from the campestry. And even as we sleep, they try to seep into our dreams and corrupt us there.
maybe we need to start a smear campaign on Lady Z. Make him sound not so great after all. We need to get her cancelled.
We need to do some preparations in secret.
What's her full name?
What, Lady Z?
Yeah.
He considers this and says, Zuktamoy.
That ring any bells for Jorah?
This is what I was just going to say. Does that ring any bells with the books that I was reading on the
Roll
demon?
me a history check.
I will guidance myself.
Is that
Again?
is that anything from Donia that I would know of?
History.
Probably
Oh.
not. It's a
I thought-
recent thing.
Ah,
6.
recent thing, okay.
Actually, because you got the book, roll again. I'll say advantage.
Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
I'll just open the book and go, I can't find it.
Pages ripped out.
Zuktamoy is the queen of fungi, the abyssal queen, rivaled only by the one whose name we do not speak.
Does that ring
But-
any bells?
You can roll me another history check.
Can I have advantage? As I have the book?
No,
Oh.
in this case, for specific reasoning. You can guidance separately on it.
Yeah. That's
Nope,
5
apparently
ones
not.
in a row on guidance.
And I'm going to say at this point that looking through the book, you do find that one of the pages appears to have rotted away and one appears to have been decayed.
Huh.
Almost as if someone doesn't want you to know this information.
The one you speak of that you do not name, I'm assuming from obvious, with the book, it's a demon of decay.
Yes. You have probably, in fact, I know you have, met many of its kind whilst you have been down here.
What can you... hold on. What, as you seem to be knowledgeable regarding the demon lords, what can you tell me of the Dark Prince?
Again, I will roll him an intelligence check on that. Just going to roll it at the 20. The Dark Prince. A interesting one in its self. But there is not much I can tell you. I only know of this information from what we have. What's stories more than much. The Dark Prince, the six-fingered one.
With that, I hold up both hands. Hence my queries.
Yes. Said to be the most beautiful of his kind, attractive to most, but particularly the females. He is said to be a highly erotic being.
He was very good looking, I will give him that.
Yes. His power has been used in the past to elevate others, but there is, again, only tales. His influence so far, as much as I'm aware, has not yet been felt down here, but the others have. And that's all he says. He doesn't have a lot of information, unfortunately.
He mentioned that he's unable to affect things down here. But he needs things tampering with. If my memory is right, if I'm remembering right, James?
Yes.
My brain's really foggy at the moment. I believe one of the things needing tampered with is what's going on currently. This whole marriage, I believe, it's not in his interest for it to happen, if my interpretation is correct.
Possible. Shmoosh. You wanted to find a way to try to resist this. There may be a way, but to do so, you will have to speak to each of the lesser circle leaders, find out who is truly on our side and who is not. And the ones that he mentions are Lubamub,
All right.
so I will actually.
I'm sorry, lube 'em up.
It's an interesting name.
My brain went down the exact same route, Jamie, don't worry.
Like what? I've never tried to fumble for the mute key so quick.
I mean, I'm going to look at Shmoosh and go, technically that's you. And I'll just pat the honey on his cap.
Honey's more
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah, but we did butter you up a few times to fit
Yeah.
you in different places.
Yeah, that's butter, not
Yeah, so those are
Got
the
some
names
help.
they mention.
okay. In the here in the Neverlight Grove.
Yes, in various areas. You have Lubamub of the Circle of Hunters, Gaspide of the Circle of Builders.
Okay.
Um,
What are we hoping to acquire from them?
essentially, you need to find out which one of them has already succumbed to Philo's influence so that we can
Formulate
a plan, a strategy, and we may need things from several of them in order to help.
Okay, I can do this. In fact, I have an idea. Jorah might be actually very useful in this.
Does it include the bags of holding?
Oh,
No.
how so? How can I help Shmoosh?
Your disguise. You're essentially a nobody.
Oh,
Which
this.
means
And
exactly.
I'll change back to the Myconid form.
Which means it will make sense why you're asking so many questions. And if we find the people who aren't on our side and they get suspicious and they go and tell, Lady Zugtamoy about this or Philo, then they'll be looking for someone who looks like you, which won't be around for much longer because they don't really exist.
The only problem with this plan, Shmoosh, is I can't speak as you do.
That's where I'll come in. I'll do the talking.
Okay. If you think this will work, and I'll look at...
Yep.
I'm struggling on name for big guy again.
Isidia.
So I'll look at it. Here we go. Do you think this plan could work?
It would certainly be a way to speak to them. And because you are technically of a different species, you should not be able to be melded with so easily.
So, if you made this farm but with a small hidden pocket that Shmoosh could hide in, it could
Am I
be
able to create clothing?
it wouldn't
Well,
even.
you could create like I'm thinking almost
Like a kangaroo's pouch?
I was looking at Rasharoo, so I was thinking that.
No, I was thinking more if you just have like a little almost hollow in your cap. Yes.
Yeah, and then Shmoosh can go in and be the one that lets out the spores, and it'll be as if you're actually being the one that's talking.
That's it.
That is like a great disguise plan.
Alright, we'll go gather the others. Where do you want us to meet?
I cannot leave here, so you will have to bring them here, but bring them quietly.
Understood. Alright, guys. Let's get to weeding out. Well, the weeds.
James, I'm just going to send you something very quickly. Carry on. It was just more of a heads up. I'm just sending you something quickly.
Okay.
I'll turn to Elodie and I'll go.
You have, of course, seen the grove as it is. There are other areas where the other circle is, but stay away from Igmorgus.
Who's that?
Igmorgus is not a person. Well, I suppose you could consider it. It is a place. It is a much larger mushroom than this one, a great, almost palace of a mushroom. It is where the queen is rehearsing. You would be best to stay away.
Okay, alright, gotcha. Alright, I'll turn to the others. Alright, what about you guys? What do you want to do? Elodie, Midas?
Explore, Elodie?
There you go, James. Just send it to you now, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably explore.
Okay. Be careful though.
I mean, what do we need to be careful of? You said mushrooms aren't fighters. Apart from you.
I don't know about the corrupted ones. Zogtamoy might have her own plans, and I doubt they're world peace.
What about under peace?
It's the opposite of peace.
No, I mean like under peace, like not peace across the whole world, but just under here.
Something tells me she's a bit more ambitious than just the underdog.
Oh. Alright.
As you may have... They speak out. As you may have heard, some say, all will be as them, all will be nothing. I believe you may have heard some say.
I have. Back in the city of Shanoris, we came across a earthen geomancer. They gave me a prophecy of something terrible like that. Certain colors that would lead to this nothingness.
Yes.
Also, back when we were in the prison of the Drow, we came across some sort of, how do we put it, rebellion. Basically the whole place went to shit because a war broke out between these giant oozes and the Drow.
Oh, and then Bibble's home got demolished by mega oozes.
Right, but I remember them saying something like that as well, because I kind of helped them a little bit unintentionally, but it was a great distraction to get free. But they said that something like the Lord of Nothing will sort of tolerate you or something. It was a long time ago, but
Yes. Well, consider their influence, the queens, to be similar, but rather than reducing everything to nothing, they merely wish for everything to be melded with them.
So, what you're saying is, this Lord of Nothing, because of you, Shmoosh, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I'm sure.
I heard that. You enjoyed that one.
I'm gonna tell you now that you should go explore, and we'll get on with the mission here.
Yeah.
Let's split up.
Always a good idea.
Yes, never a bad idea.
I think I can get away from Midas for 5 minutes.
As everyone's leaving, I just quickly turn around after they're like gone. I'm like, "Are you sure you don't want to go to the astral plane?"
Fairly sure.
Sounds fun.
There isn't, from what I understand, there isn't much soil there. We would starve.
True, unless you took soil with you,
Perhaps.
and then are you able to create soil with soil?
No.
He's just pondering how soil works as he walks away.
Alright.
Like, where's it come from? Where's it go?
I'm gonna climb up onto Jorah's head and sit myself down.
I will shape change into this form, and looking at of all the mushrooms we've seen, I'm assuming none of them are wearing clothes or things, are they?
No.
This will be interesting, and I will strip down. And I hate it already.
Hey,
Yep.
Elodie, as we're doing some of the more, I don't know, risky stuff, you want to give us a helping hand whilst you guys explore?
Bardic inspiration.
It could go a long way.
Just talk amongst yourselves for a few moments and just saying something up quickly.
I'm going to look at Shmoosh and go, so do you want me to take a different colour scheme or slight shape for each myconid we talk to?
Yeah, if you're able to change colours without it being obvious.
I will change to bright pink with yellow polka dots.
Perfect.
And then I will change down to a sort of almost like a Fly Garrett sort of tone, so the reds and the white spots.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm going to see if there's any other spells that can help us out here.
Yeah, you guys do your little planning stage because
Yes,
you're in.
I have detect thoughts. That'll be pretty damn good.
You know what?
Genuinely looked at my spell list, which I have none, to see if I could help you. I'm so used to playing spellcasters.
Nice, dude. You cast Steel.
Ooh,
Cast
If-
Pickpocket.
if anything bad happens, I can use the horn.
Yeah, because only... Wait, what does the horn do?
I can choose one creature of my choice, and I can blow it up to within 600 feet.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
only they can hear it. So if something goes bad, I'll use the horn.
Alright.
If we get
Okay.
on the run or whatever.
You know what? Just because it's fancy, I'm going to change my form to a bluegill.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Sorry, no, not a bluegill. Sorry, wrong one. The indigo milk cap,
Indigo milk.
because it's a very pretty looking mushroom.
Cool.
Like this nice, like really nice sort of off-white blue cap with these bright, vibrant blue gills underneath.
I'll put an image in the Discord here. Or you can even drag and drop into Foundry.
I don't have a picture of a myconid as one, but it's just a mushroom.
Just the colour scheme's fine. Have a look.
There we go.
Oh. Damn, that is...
It is very pretty, and it is an edible mushroom as well.
Mm. Alright, we head out. Alright, Bibble, stay with the others, don't get lost.
Bibble will do his best.
Smoosh.
Uh-huh.
I want to give you this as a good luck. And I hand him back the let go that he thought he lost.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
I know
put it back in my pocket.
I know it means a lot to you, so hopefully it'll give you good luck.
Here, you can look after Squeaks for now.
Oh, cool. I mean, I don't need Squeaks if I'm gonna use
You
the
do
horn.
if we get into trouble. Think of it as my horn. If Squeaks starts giving licks to your ear, it means we're in danger.
Okay.
Okay? Alright. Let's go. Which one's the closest, Basidia? Do we go find lube him up?
Yes.
1 sec. How long is a mile, by the way, in terms of feet?
Wait, it's like 1,200 feet or something?
5,280 feet.
In my head, I knew the 280 bit. I just couldn't remember the first. Wow.
I mean,
A lot of feet.
in terms of all this, why don't I just link you?
If it doesn't cost any resources, sure.
It uses a psychic energy die. But that's it.
Yeah, feel free to do that if you like then.
It's up to 5,000 meters apparently, because it's 1 mile. And it lasts... a number of creatures up to your proficiency bonus, so I could do it to all of yous. In terms of, well, the 2 of yous. For a number equal to the number rolled. Okay.
Sure. Or you could save it and just stick nearby. I mean, there's
We'll link.
all right.
So-
We're linked up. So we got walkie-talkies now.
Walkie-talkies now.
Psychic walkie-talkies.
Yeah. For 5 hours.
Nice. All right. Let's go. What's your name? Jorah Shroom.
That honestly seems like something perhaps Shmoosh should decide, thinking about it. Think about it, because you know making it names better than Jorah would.
Okay, we'll call you Jarius.
Oh. So, what Yaz put earlier was Spora Black.
But you're blue.
Isn't it?
Spora Blue?
Spora Blue.
Spora.
Spora Bluey Alice.
Oh my god. I think we'll just stick with Jarius.
Wow. That kept going. Anyway, have fun.
All right, let's go.
Never leave the way you came in.
And let's go. Just wait. No, just wait. No,
It'd be right at the bottom.
no, we can't get to it. There's a wall.
Here.
Oh. All right. Secret agent man.
Tank. There you go. And so I guess I'll... Yep. Okay. Right, you would know, Shmoosh, because... I'm saying you would know because you're from here.
It's my home.
Yep. That you can find Lubamub in the middle of this little pool to the west of you.
All right.
And you're going
Which way,
east.
Jorah? I'm on Jorah's head. If I move my token around and it's not there,
Yep.
I'm still on their head.
So where you're going at the moment will take you to Hebopme.
All right, hold on this way.
But if you want to go see Hebopme, you can.
We'll do
Midas
them
is
in,
just going up.
We'll do it this way first.
Yep. Will also take you to near Rashul.
Okay. All right.
You can see them in the middle of this little pool.
Now, thankfully, after bathing in the purified waters, Mush's insight into the world has gone stronger. And Tank
Yes.
suddenly got stuck in the wall. And
Yes.
they moved.
Yes. Yes, he did. So,
He might be
okay,
muted.
that didn't work apparently. Okay, let me just share with you this guy's token because that's what this guy looks like.
Angry.
You know that he is the leader of the Circle of Hunters.
Okay. All right, maybe he's.
I will take Jorah out of the wall. Not sure how he
Okay.
got in the wall.
Alright, so it's
Really
just
not
him.
sure how he got into a wall. Yep. But you would know that past him and in this like little cave you could probably see just off to the side is where you would find Rasharu. The
Alright.
circle leaders sometimes like to spend times for themselves.
I gotta get real close. Need to put these spores out. Let's just hop onto this. And I'll release some rapport spores. And send an emotion of greetings.
Ah, greetings, Shmoosh.
Oh,
Oh wait,
well,
actually no,
this is
they wouldn't
Jorah.
recognize. Sorry, your
Jorah.
spores seem so familiar. I do not know Jarius.
Oh no, Jarius is from far distant Underdark.
Ah, a guest for the wedding, I suppose.
Yes, I'm here to document the matrimony. Now,
Exciting, exciting.
oh, you looking forward to it?
It will be a change of pace, and Philo seems interested, and at least. And
What
if the rumors are true, it will lead to great things.
great things, huh? What do you think that'll mean for you as the Hunters Circle?
Well, that is one of the things we are wary with. We are wary that our place will no longer be needed.
Hmm, that doesn't sound good. Hunting is your everything.
Exactly. We track down the creatures that have died near the grove and bring the remains back to be animated. But hmm, seems to tilt his head and look at you. Your familiarity makes me want to trust you. I do not know why.
Well, I'm all ears. Like I say, I'm here to document, so I'm sort of, gathering everyone's point of view. I'm doing interviews.
Then that means that you should be able to go and come as you please to some extent, as you are not one of our circle.
That's right, and I hold no prejudices, and my opinion is unbiased. So you can feel free to confide in me with any opinions you have. I won't
Then,
go telling to the others.
then perhaps you could do me a favor.
Oh, yes, yes. What
It.
can Darius do to help?
Well, you see, as the wedding has prepped, we have not had much of a chance to leave. And because it is important to keep everyone here.
Ah,
And so we have not had a lot of time to hunt. And thus we have not got a present even for the wedding.
oh, big mistake.
So I was thinking, as you can leave, perhaps you could get a present.
Hmm. What did you have in mind?
Well, there have been. Have you ever heard of the creatures known as Gricks?
Ooh, I think I've heard of them. In my head, I whisper to to Jorah. Yeah, those damn tentacle things with the beaks. All right.
Well, some of the scouts spotted that there has been an alpha one of those nearby and some others. And we were thinking maybe some reanimated ones of those would be a fine gift for Basidia to present.
Oh my. You think Jarius is strong enough to take on an alpha?
Whoa, well, that's the thing. I'm sure you managed to get all this way by yourself. Surely you can take on such a thing.
Hmm. Alright. We'll try Jarius will try this. But afterwards you
I do have one other thing, though, as part of it. This one is not so much a, how do you say, he seems to confuse himself for a moment. A present, but something that needs doing.
okay.
Um, you know that we, like all colonies, have soil that we gather to help things grow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there has been an increased amount of shambling mound activity. If you are able to bring down some of those, it will help put things back into balance.
My family mounds too. Alright, well. Jarius is he's just one mic in it. So I mean they'll do their best.
There are, and it sort of goes, there are rumors that shambling mounds have a certain alchemical component that could be quite useful. I'm sure the growers would at least find it useful.
Yeah, okay. We do this and you'll trust Jarius?
Exactly. That is exactly.
Okay. Looks like we can come to an accord here.
Yes.
Alright. I'll maybe enlist the help of some of those adventurers that are wandering around. They're not doing
Oh,
much.
adventurers, always a good thing. If you wish to speak to other circle leaders as part of your interview, Rashuru is known to be just behind me. They are the leader
Yes.
of the Circle of Explorers. They might even be able to tell you more about what you need to find.
Oh, perfect. Alright. Come on. Jarius, move those legs of mine and get moving. Alright, we just sort of wander and waddle off into this cave.
Yep. Well, you see another little myconid who I have an image for. I think people will like this one.
This is Rasher.
Rashuru, the leader of the Circle of Explorers.
Greetings, Rasher of the Explorers. You are
Hey,
exploring this here cave?
yes, totally exploring, not hiding at all.
Hiding? What is there possibly to hide from? It's a wedding.
Exactly. What would a great circle leader like myself need to hide from?
Right. Nothing nefarious is going on.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's okay, Rasharu. You can trust us. We are
But
Jarius.
there's only one of you, isn't there? Oh God, do you have invisible people with you? No, but
Jarius, what is many minds melded? Well,
oh,
maybe two minds. We are two minds melded. We're sort of a strange, like Siamese twin mushroom technique.
hmm, hmm.
Yeah, the Jarius lore gets deeper still.
Yep.
Jorah
Jarius,
waves in a sort of hi.
we are wondering. What are you so worried about? Hiding down here,
Worried? I'm not
fearful of
worried.
something?
I'm exploring, like I said.
It's okay. You can tell the truth to Jarius.
Hmm? I don't
Jarius
know
isn't
what
part of any other circle. Jarius is his own person.
I don't know what you mean. They clearly seem to be. Roll me a
Inside?
an insight check followed by a history check.
Okay.
And I insist on both for advantage.
Insight, yes. History, no.
Okay.
All right. I'll reroll the insight. That's pretty good. 19. And for history, I'm gonna keep the bardic inspiration. I'm gonna save that. So I'll stick with the rolls. 19, 13.
So I'm just having a few issues with one of my things.
I try and pass off guidance by reach my hand up to sort of touch where Shmoosh is.
I mean, technically, he's touching you the entire time.
So yeah, I'll just guidance then
All right. Nice.
on those.
Jarius will recall something real quick.
Okay. So so clearly he is scared.
Oh yeah.
But and he seems apprehensive, particularly more so once you mention melding of minds.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they
That's
like the idea.
yeah, they didn't seem to like that idea too much. But the history check was more about what you know of this individual, being obviously part of the overall grove. You know the circle leaders, and you've heard rumors. You've heard that Rasharu, whilst the leader of the explorers and a very skilled explorer themselves, is quite a coward.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the ways they've been so good at exploring, it's rumored, is because they've always looked for escape routes and find hidden ways in and out of places.
This is perfect. We need them on our side, 100%. It sounds like the perfect person to join the secret meeting.
How can the Circle of Explorers help you?
We're doing an interview on all the individuals, the circle leaders, you see, just to get their view on the wedding, and this will all go into a documentary called Gloom, Shroom and Gloom.
Just to sort of emphasise that, I will hold up my Book of Shadows
Hey,
and like a quill or a pen. Start jotting things down.
What would be the purpose of this?
well, to document such a momentous occasion. It's going down in history.
It's ghosts. Well, I suppose you can ask. It's not like it's going to matter much anyway.
How do you feel about the melding? Is it something you're looking forward to, or are you positively terrified?
I'm the leader of the Circle of Explorers. I've never been scared of anything in my life.
Insight, 100% insight check that.
I can't help but stifle a laugh. I'll insight as well. I mean, I know.
Yeah, just you know that he's lying on that. The only thing I'm perhaps worried about is that if the melding goes ahead and we have this paradise, will there be any place left needing to be explored? What purpose would I have?
Right, you don't want to retire to a paradise. There's no venture in that.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what, Rashid, uh, Rasharu,
Yeah.
sounds like you should venture to the city of Shroom.
That's not a bad idea. And you
You will feel a lot safer there.
and you should enter and explore the Garden of Welcome.
Ah, I've not been there in a long time. What's so enticing?
You'll find out when you get there.
Exciting. That is a mystery. Also, I'm planning on hiring some adventurers and dealing with those shambling mounds.
Yes. Oh, those. You've spoken to Ubermub and they've
Yeah.
asked you to do some hunting for them. Oh, well, that will make the exploring much less exciting.
Any tips on shambling mound hunting? Or Gricks? We got to deal with those two. And Alpha.
Shambling mounds. Well, I've encountered a few. I've even fought a few, he says.
Oh.
But whatever you do, don't hit them with lightning.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Noted.
Also,
Got that one down, Jarius.
it considers this for a moment. I once ran into one by some brown mold, and it didn't seem nearly as affected as I would have thought it would be.
Ooh, you know about mole. I'll tell you a little secret, Rasharu. We accidentally stumbled upon some strange mold in the Southern Grove.
You explored down there, brave.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
That is the influence of Philo.
Philo?
Yes.
Do they have sort of mold power?
Yes, it's known as russet mold.
Ooh, what does it do?
Well, it's then they try to think the best way to explain this. How best to I've not really seen it much. It's quite rare, so but it's meant. I mean, one of the odd things about it is that it's white. It's normally not white.
Oh,
It's normally one of the
red?
ways it gets people is it looks like rust.
It looks like a red.
Yeah, you go to like examine a rusty chain perhaps on a treasure chest or something like that, and that's when it gets you.
Okay, all right.
It's believed that those, if what I've been told is correct, that those infected by its poison, if it actually kills them, then you come back as one of those veggie-pygmies.
Ooh, okay. So it's poisonous, and it's contact poison.
Yes, it releases its spores in a radius around it.
Oh, great. So it's also breathed. Does it have any weakness?
Um,
Cold, acid.
it's very, very resistant to most things. You can stab it, you can hammer it, you can freeze it, you can burn it, you can decay it, you can poison it, you can even try to get into its mind and it won't work. Your only real acid probably would be one of the few things that would work.
Noted.
Maybe lightning as well. I've not seen anyone try to hit it with lightning before, and as it looks like rust, perhaps it responds like rust and would conduct it.
Oh, that's good shit. Okay, all right. Lightning and acid for the rustic mold. All right, you've been very helpful, Rasharu.
Um,
Hey, you what? Because you're such a escape artist. I'm just bringing that up. You know of a little secret passageway into the throne?
um,
Midas?
yes,
Midas?
yes.
Obsidian? The
Obvious.
little escape tunnel?
It goes. It considers this for a moment. Thinks and just looking at something.
Because it's important that you don't get spotted when you're making your way.
It's I have a few escape plans ready. I'm pretty sure I set one up for in there, so I'll just have to use the escape route in reverse.
Right, there you
Yes, that would
go. All right.
probably
In
work.
your own time, when you plugged up the courage, use that little route to get to Basidia's throne room.
Yes,
He will tell you more when you get there.
if you want to get in there quietly yourself at any point, you go down to the Tranquil Pool. There's a way down there because it feeds the mushroom that he lives in. It feeds the throne.
Very clever, Rashuru. Very clever.
Yes.
All
So
right. I hope to
Um,
continue this interview in Basidia's
it
throne room.
considers things for a moment and it just goes. You should probably speak to if you're looking to speak to the other leaders, the other circles,
Yep.
yeah, Bob Me might be a good one to speak to.
Oh, there's a staircase in here?
He is it's not from here. He's on the other side of the main cavern. That's where he's normally found. He's the leader of the Circle of Growers.
Okay, we'll get. Wonder if there's a leader of showers as well. All right, well, we'll get on that.
If you were looking for someone like that, you'd probably want to speak to Gaspard. He's the Circle of Builders.
Oh, okay.
He's very into showing off.
All right. We will get right on that. I already know us. Darius, turn us around. Let's get moving.
And Jarius,
Nope. Yep.
try not to get in too much trouble.
Oh, oh, you know Darius. He's we're a troublemaker.
Okay. Oh, goodbye for now.
See you soon. All right.
Yeah,
You
so
could
where
jump
you
to
need.
the others if you wanted to see what they were up to.
Okay, so during this time, you'd have obviously been doing your own exploring. Midas and Elodie, what are you up to? Where have you gone? What are you looking into?
Well, I explored all of the grove, the other secret grove, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I've just gone around.
You looking for anything in particular?
Just places I haven't been.
Okay.
Like I did try and go this way, but it's a dead end.
Yeah, that's just water. It's just a little pool. You could fish there if you wanted to go fishing.
The place isn't very big, to be fair. Apparently, I was
Yeah.
wondering what's further down here.
I was gonna say, if you are waiting around, I could be feeding you this information psychically, right? Because of our connection.
Yeah.
So if you wanted, on overhearing that tranquil pool, you could try and find that.
Yeah, you could try. So
Is this-
that's the downstairs area where you were, where there's that glowing pool of water.
Oh, is that the tranquil? Oh,
Yeah.
All right, because I thought this might be it, and I was gonna go that way.
Yes, that'd be a great secret place. You have to sneak past the enemy in order to get to it.
Exactly. So secret. Oh, this pool.
Yeah, this is the pool itself, but this area, supposedly there's a hidden passage in here somewhere that will take you to the grove.
I assume everyone's going to stand on the edge, but I dive into the water. Maybe it's under the water.
Roll me an investigation check.
Considering that, other things have been secretly in water before.
Okay, you
I'm gonna
search
say-
around for quite. Actually, how long can you?
Send Bill in there. He can actually swim.
How long can you hold for? You've
Uh,
got a while. So you're swimming around for a while, and after a bit of swimming, I'd like a Constitution saving throw from you.
So, I use my psychic thing to get a 9, and I'm going to bolster.
Okay.
So I'm down two of those. I don't want to fail. I want to see things. So it's a 6 on top of a 9, so it's a 15.
The pool itself is sparkling, and it has a similar feel to the pool of that so-called guardian before, after you healed it. But it doesn't seem to be providing any abilities, and you can't find any hidden entrance down here. So it might be that it's on the land nearby rather than in the water. But
Okay.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
But I have a +3 in con, which means I have 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's not to do with that. It's to do with how long you've been in the water.
Oh, because she's a Seth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let this one slide.
Okay, so how tall are you?
Probably about 5'8".
Hey, you're now 6 foot.
Oh my god!
It seems that, at least for you, perhaps because you're not used to it, prolonged exposure to this water has caused you to grow a few inches.
In all places.
Who knows? Your hair also has extra luster to it. It shines to the point where you're almost worried it will glow in the dark.
That's awesome, but also not helpful. I'm just going to be
Join
checking.
the circle of growers, Midas.
Who was that guy?
It bopped me.
Ratchery.
He popped me. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna check all the walls. A secret.
Okay, roll me another investigation check as you're looking about, because I haven't actually set this up as a thing, so they want you to stumble in it by accident.
I'll tell everybody else as well to look for stuff.
Yeah, so roll with advantage then.
Investigation. I'm terrible at those usually.
Yeah.
I'll use another thing. I want to make sure. I want to get this.
How many of those do you have?
That was my last one, so that's a 14.
Okay, you find the entrance over here by all these purple mushrooms.
Let me in! Let me in!
So you find that essentially you're not sure how to open it, I'll say, but you find that there is like a crack in the wall, which looks like it would open into a doorway. You can see like a slight scraping on the ground where it would have been moved, but you're not sure how to open it. There also appears to be an entrance up here of some kind.
Cool, let's go that way then.
Of course, you go that way, which means I've got to. I'm going to move back to the others because I've not prepped that map yet.
Well, I'm trying to get into here, but I have no way of getting in.
Well, you could try to, between you, Elodie, are you down there as well? If you followed down there?
She's bopped out.
Shall we assume Elodie followed you down there?
Yeah, the whole party. I said the whole party was with me like a Final Fantasy group. And Bibble.
Yeah. So, clearly there is some way to open this.
And squeaks fit through the crack.
No.
I point at Bibble
It's
and I
like
say...
a door crack sort of thing.
I point at Bibble and I say, you're the strongest. You take lead. We're pushing this door open.
Bibble will walk up to the door and be like, but you said there were scrape marks on the floor. I think it might be a pull and there's nothing really to grab. Unless he looks at one. I'm going to roll an investigation check for Bibble as he's looking into this more closely.
God damn it.
Huh?
If it's a pull, can I use a crowbar?
You could try, but I'm going to say that Elodie is helping because they're not here. Okay, that is enough for Bibble. You, because he was specifically looking for how to open it, he grabs onto one of the mushrooms and turns it and pulls. The mushroom was a doorknob.
It was a knob indeed.
And Bibble goes, look, it opened. It's a tight squeeze. I imagine mushrooms can get through easily, but I can feel that same sort of energy from Throne, so it probably leads back up there. So do we want to go up there now, or do we just need to know this way?
The energy to what?
To Basidia's throne, so he can actually feel the presence, perhaps due to his paladin-y powers.
So this is a secret... Oh.
It's a secret entrance into the throne room.
Okay, and now that we've done that, we'll go this way, and you can cut to the others because you haven't prepared this map.
Yeah. Yes, son.
But we've opened it ready for whoever wants to escape.
Yeah, or who wants to get in that way. Because that's the sort of thing, it's also a way for you to get into Basidia's throne, to meet with Basidia without...
Perfect. Right,
Yeah.
job.
We know now.
Yeah. I'll leave Bibble there by the entrance to be a marker of where the door is.
Yeah.
Right, we'll move back to the others who have... you're going to...
Yeah, we'll move around.
Mm.
We get to the next leader.
Yeah, who is said to be in this other side over here.
Uh-huh.
And this one looks very similar to the first Myconid image I posted. In fact, they're the exact same one. That one. This is the leader of the Circle of Growers, who you probably had a lot to do with because you've obviously...
I would have.
Yeah.
He is probably one who delegated my jobs.
Yes.
For fertilizing crops and mushrooms, and telling me to go out and gather reagents and such. Alright. Greetings, this is Jorah of the Circle of Interviewers. We're here doing a documentary on this wedding. How are you this fine day?
Yeah?
Yep. Looking forward to the wedding?
Wedding? Oh yeah, that thing, yeah. Yeah, sure. Oh, what Basidia's bitching about, well...
Oh. You're not too fond of Basidia?
Yeah. It's not. It's. I like Big Boss Basidia, but I don't particularly care for that bio prick, but I can't see what Basidia's worried about. It's all good. It's all good, I'm sure. It's gonna be fine as long as I've got my wine. And you see him take a swig of wine, like just pour some wine onto his cap.
Oh my. Drinking already for the celebration? Well,
Yeah, it's the only way I can do to put up with all the colours. It's so bright. So bright. I like
speaking of colours, are you fond of the colour purple? Does that do anything for you?
purple reminds me of chul piss.
Jewels. Those are those lobster things, right?
Yeah, sure. That sounds right.
Um, hmm. You don't seem to have a leaning one way or the other.
It's it's just it's a thing that's happening. If there's a paradise, I can probably continue growing things in a paradise. If there isn't, then what have I lost? Nothing.
All right. Well, I have some ideas what you could lose.
Yeah?
What about your sense of self?
Yeah, in my knits, we've never had a proper sense of self.
But you do have a sense of belonging, and you belong to the Neverlight Grove, correct?
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
What if the Neverlight Grove became something else, and you were forced to belong to it? This other.
It would be...
Wouldn't feel right.
It might do, it might feel left.
It might... Okay, let's see. I don't think you quite grasp what's at stake here. Melding is a big deal for any Myconid, but this is a melding of sovereigns. This is on a much bigger scale. That's why we're doing the documentary. You see, that could bring some serious changes. I think you should perhaps sober up for this occasion.
Maybe.
It's
Well,
gonna
what's in it
be
for me?
well. Let me start looking through my equipment. I've got stuff that might be of use.
You
You
know,
have all Seth's marvelous mushroom.
you remind me of someone. I think his name was Phil.
Oh, Phil Philo? Might be getting confused with someone else.
No, it wasn't Phil, it was Sam, Sasha. I think it was Sasha. That's close. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they were here, I would tell them that they should. They almost seem to be almost going unconscious from the drinking. Like, that's how much they drunk.
Might just have to drag this guy to Basidius.
I would tell them to run.
Run, eh?
Yeah.
Think something bad's going to happen?
A circle of masters. And that's the last thing they say before they just drop unconscious. And the circle of masters does not ring a bell to you.
Oh. I'm going to look over him and see if he's more than just inebriated, if he's somehow been infected by some spores.
Give me a medicine or a nature check.
Let's have a closer look at this guy, Jorah. I don't think he's right in the head.
I'll guidance. Hey, it was more than a 1.
22.
Yeah. Looking over them, you can find that there do appear to be some unusual spores in him. And they appear to be whitish in colour, but maybe with a hint of purple to them.
Oh boy.
But what you do notice as well is that they appear to be almost... You see one that's perhaps a slightly more brighter white with more purple in it, but it seems to, as some of the alcohol drips towards it, almost seems to mute the colours. So you would guess that from that he has been infected, but his heavy drinking has perhaps stopped
Slowed down.
the loss of control.
Right.
Almost as if he's got the spores themselves drunk, so they can't quite work together.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm going to recast Detect Magic whilst we're here and there's nothing else going on. And does that also reveal anything about them in particular?
Yeah, they have, I would say, transmutation, enchantment,
Yeah.
and also that hint of necromancy as well.
Yeah, okay. Jorah, this one's been infected by Zugtamoy's spores. Or it could be a mushroom or myconid that's working under Zugtamoy. Either way, this poor guy needs some help. I don't think he's fully gone. If we can get him help, then maybe he can be on our side.
He's completely unconscious, yeah.
Yeah.
Shmoosh, you might want to look away for this.
You're not going to wake him up, are you? I think it's easier to transport him while he's out.
Hopefully not wake him up, but we'll see.
Oh boy.
And
Interesting.
I just need to read the spell.
Swivel round on his head.
You know what, I'm just going to go the old-fashioned way. These spores, how big are they? And are they almost like a blister, or
They're basically, think them
like
as
oil?
for one of the best way I can think to describe them is how to put this. Most similar to a what is the word I'm thinking of?
Cyst?
No, it's more like, think of them almost like and this is the weirdest thing, I think almost like belly button fluff.
Oh, so they're kind of loosely attached. They just
Yeah.
sort of click.
That's my next thing. How attached do they look?
Sort of loosely clinging?
Yes, I would say. But also, roll me a medicine check, Jorah.
Okay. I will guidance myself. 6.
Yeah, they should pull out fine.
Oh, I'm not pulling them out. And with that, I pull out one of my obsidian daggers. I'm cutting the floor off. He's blackout drunk, so he's passed out. So I will get the dagger and I will just try and sort of remove one of them and scrape it into the empty vial that I have.
Okay. Roll me. I'll say a sleight of hand check.
Guidance that as well. 22.
You're able to remove one of these spores without waking him, it seems.
And so I'll scrape that into the empty vial and I'll stop at that without actually touching it. So literally off the knife, scrape, stop her in.
Okay.
And then I will throw the dagger at the back wall, shattering it.
Okay.
As it's obsidian, it'll just
Yep.
shatter.
Yeah.
And then I'll just sort of try and cover it just in case there's any anyone looks or sees it or whatever. It looks like it's just sort of there.
Does any of the magic die out when it's been severed?
A little bit, yes.
Do I still detect a root within him that's giving off magic, or is it?
Yes.
Is that the part? Oh yes.
Yeah.
Is that the part that's slowly dying?
Yes.
Hand the vial to Shmoosh and go, do you think you can do anything with this?
Can you have a little look?
Just don't get it on you, whatever you do.
No.
Because I will have to do more to you than I did to him.
Oh.
I would have to probably cut it out of you completely.
How many more of them are there on this guy?
A few. And roll me another nature checks. Actually, roll me a perception or investigation check.
Both of us, or?
Yes.
Oh, perception. I'll investigate because it's my slightly better one.
So, looking at them more carefully, Shmoosh, you in particular will notice this, though Jorah, you do as well. Some of these, like little bits of fluff, have almost began extending like roots into him. And it's what Jorah severed was something similar to those roots, basically. That makes sense.
What we need is a pair of tweezers of these things.
But from looking carefully, you can see that some of them seem to have almost burrowed in, so you can only see like the very top of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be easy to get them out.
You know what? Okay.
You need some sort of
Tweezers.
possibly. Yeah.
I think, you know what? Maybe have I seen Midas use a pair of tweezers with his thieves' tools?
Probably, yes.
I think we need Jorah's. I think we need Midas's steady hand for this one to get the others out. Let's. How are you, Midas? Midas, come in, Midas.
Yes, Shmoosh.
We found someone who's really badly infected, but he's not totally gone.
I mean,
You reckon we can meet up and get him sorted out? He's blind drunk at the moment. Well, how did you find? Did you find the secret entrance?
yeah, the entrance is open and ready for use whenever anyone wants to use it. There's a mushroom on the floor if you need to open and close it. You just twist the mushroom.
Perfect.
I didn't mean to activate that. Go back to where I was.
Yeah, I'm just about to head into what's it called? This place?
So this is still part of the Neverlight Grove, but this is like a deeper part of it.
Yeah, the Neverlight Grove, but further in.
We're gonna transport this guy. We'll make out we're gonna go sober him up at the tranquil pool or something. Give him some fresh water.
Yeah, bring him.
Yeah, we'll bring him to you.
I mean, do we need this guy?
He could be an ally. He's just a little bit not right in the head right now.
Sure, whatever you want.
If he isn't, then, well, he won't be much of an enemy either, so... Feels very neutral.
Sure.
Alright. See you in a bit.
We turn back around and just wait on this little arch here.
Yeah,
Okay.
just give
Alright,
me a
let's-
moment.
Oh my, Jarius, looks like this, poor Shroom needs some sobering up. Let's get him to the tranquil pool, I say aloud. Or at least, I don't know, to myself. And, I'll say, let's
I'll
lift him
pick
up.
him up. I'll pick him up, start dragging him.
Mushrooms say stuff out loud?
No.
They don't. I just realized the hilarity of that. I just sort of release spores into the air and they just fall on the floor. So if anything, I just talk to the walls.
Yeah, I'll pick him up and drag him.
But I will release rapport spores as we're going,
Yeah.
with an emotional sense of caretaking and, you know,
Okay.
sobering up.
Okay, I'm just setting something up so you can do your navigation and maybe do some talking on the way, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, and when on the way, I'll say, get your thieves' tools ready. We need something with, like, tweezers, maybe? You know?
I mean, beef stalls are close enough to that, so I can just use two of the tools, like chopsticks.
Oh, you're gonna have to remove some spores very delicately. I don't want them to get in anyone's face or eyes either.
Are they a danger to me?
I'm not sure they would be. Definitely to Myconids. But I would say cover up your face, maybe,
Yeah.
just in case.
All right.
From your studies, you would say, Smoosh,
Unlike
probably cover up any
exposed.
orifices
Yeah. So,
and exposed skin.
okay. Yeah. So
Lost where he went.
let's see. What have we got?
We have a face covering anyway. That's part of my outfit.
All right then. Well, perfect. We're good to go.
Okay, so if you head down there, a few of the Myconids perhaps comment, oh, is that, oh, his circle of growers has grown drunk, has he?
He
Comment like
has.
that,
I'm gonna
like it's a known thing,
get him
which
sobered up.
you don't remember from when you were last here, Smoosh. You don't remember him being a drunk. You remember him having like a fondness for the things because, you know, a good drink after a long day sort of deal, but never to this sort of state.
Yeah. Well, guys, hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he feels like the inevitable might be coming. Maybe he hasn't expressed it. It's hard to read people, but he said that he's like perhaps drinking himself so that he wakes up in the paradise and doesn't have to deal with the whole transition.
Certainly a
In any case,
possibility.
I'll get him
Um,
back to the Twilight. Sorry, the Tranquil Grove.
yeah, I will drag Joran down there, or
Yeah. We'll
yeah,
go
I,
hide
I, I got
behind.
lost where we were. I
Yep,
couldn't find the
that's
stairs.
fine.
And we'll
There
hide
you
up
go.
around behind here, just so that if anyone comes, I'll tell Bibble to get on watch.
Ye-
And if anyone comes to let us know, whilst we try to surgically extract these spores from him.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
get too close because if it is something that's contagious, it might spread to these mushrooms over here, and it might go through the doorway to your.
I think I brought
Vicinity.
one of the wrong Myconids.
Yeah, it could
With
spread
that,
to Pisidia or whatever she's called.
Jorah just
Mhm.
sort of looked around. There's no one down here, I'm assuming.
No,
That
it is
runs.
very quiet.
With that, he just sighs and drops back into his usual form.
Mm.
Okay, and what else have we got? Got
And
tiny
then,
cooking.
and then remembers that he's in fact naked.
Yeah.
So very quickly gets clothes on.
some clothes on. Jarius would never be caught in such indecency.
No way. There's an extra mushroom in our party.
You're talking about his mushroom tip?
Yeah.
I should hit you with this.
Oh, that'll be coming. Don't you worry. You'll get a slap for it at some point.
No,
When he
don't
least
don't drag
expects
him near
it.
the mushrooms. He's not going near the mushrooms.
We do it here, yeah. So
Yeah.
like drag behind this, and then
Yeah.
Bibbles letting us know.
'Cause
All
if-
right,
Yeah,
I've got-
one thing you guys would notice is Midas appears taller than when you last saw him.
Oh
what
yeah.
the heck? You been on the source again?
No. What do you mean?
What did you do?
You nose blast the tranquil pool.
What? I don't know what that is, but what do you mean?
Did you slurp the sparkles?
Are these are all drugs, right?
They might be.
Do you want to save this guy or not? Because I couldn't give two shits.
Yeah.
either way.
Sorry, you get on with that. And you can borrow my tiny cooking utensils if you need them.
I'll hand him my other obsidian dagger, as
I'll-
obsidian is like razor sharp.
Yeah, I'll go into Dr. Midas mode.
Yeah.
I'll also, which I just learnt, use my psionic power ability to use a bonus action to regain one expended die.
Ooh.
So to help me out with this because I'm running out of stuff.
Also, I was going to ask. You could do guidance, Jorah, but I'm actually quite proficient in herbalism's kit, and I've extracted spores many times, and I've worked with them all my life. Is it possible I could assist as well? Give him advantage?
Yes, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
you're guiding me physically, is your
And I'm guiding you magically.
cool.
Well, I'll tell you right, don't grab the bulbous bit, that'll burst. I'm going to grab it by the stem and pull slowly. If you tug it too fast, it'll break, and the root will stay in there. You need to think of it like plucking a hair. You want to... Wow, it's going to be...
I'm just going to look at Shmoosh and go, do you have much knowledge of plucking hairs?
Only from stuff that is dead, and we don't want the hair getting in the soil, so we usually, pluck them first and then put just the rotten meat in there. Because hair doesn't really decay very well.
Cool.
No.
So what do I need to roll for this?
This will be a sleight of hand.
With advantage plus Jorah's help.
Well, you've got thieves' tools, right? So you could.
Yeah, it
use
could be a
those.
thieves tools check as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually
Okay.
able to just click on that. I forget about that.
Yeah.
Which one's the correct one? Because I have two. I can't remember which one's correct.
Oh yeah.
Not 20. It's for 29. Oh wait. Yeah, there's no point doing advantage.
You are able to definitely extract a bunch of these spores quite easily.
Right. Let's say.
Do we have a vial that we can put these in? Because what if we use them
I've
against
got
the
vials as well, and so you can add them to the one that.
I'll hand over the vial that the one I got out in.
Yeah, put them in here.
Yeah, I'll just be putting them into the vial, like when you extract tissue.
Sure.
Is that all of them? Or
I'll keep using detect magic, and I'll see.
There do appear to be more. It's going to be quite a. You've managed to get quite a lot out, and Shmoosh, that enchantment effect is definitely weakened.
It's working.
keep going then. I forgot to do advantage on the last one, but we'll do it on this one.
Still
20
pretty good.
23 plus guidance.
Yeah. Roll guidance again, I guess.
Yep. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm just trying to do about 5 things at once.
Don't know what I've managed.
Woo! 27.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, with that, you managed to get a whole bunch more of these out. The effect is definitely weakened. From what you're doing, you would say that maybe some of them are far deeper in him, so they won't be able to be removed, but you've at least slowed down the effect that it's not going to be a problem for a while.
We've got to get them all as he pulls out the obsidian dagger and goes to make an incision.
Oh my god! You're gonna cut him open?
Well, do you not want to get them all out?
Oh,
What if it continues to infect him and then spreads again?
okay.
Alright.
Okay, this is going to be a medicine check.
Is it not just a kill check?
Nope, this is a medicine check.
We,
I know the anatomy of myconids as well.
Yep.
this is
Again,
happening.
I'll tell him where to cut.
This is happening.
We're rolling like fire.
A 4 on guidance as well.
Oh
25.
god.
We're cutting this thing
Uh,
open.
You're able to cut him open in a way
Oh,
that doesn't seem to be immediately killing him.
And then, yeah, extract all the ones inside.
that's
Okay,
the
I
one
need
with-
another thieves' tools check now.
Oh my god!
This is happening. This is happening, guys.
Just waiting for a natural wonder to rear its ugly head. Oh! Oh! He's in the clear.
And with that, you've definitely pulled them all out, you think, or at least any that you can detect. So unless there's some sort of magic protecting them from detection, you think you've got them all. Now you have to close him back up.
Yeah, because I have leather working, wouldn't you sew leather back together in places? So you know, I could sew him back up.
Give me a medicine check at disadvantage this time.
What about this? Elodie could heal him.
Oh yeah, I forget about healing sometimes. But
Yeah.
to be fair, wouldn't we need to close him up and then heal him?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna pretend to know how healing works.
So
I've never done.
me neither. I don't use spells.
No.
But yeah, same as before, except it's a straight roll because of
Yes.
cool. Okay. With that's and then the whole reason that I got it. Yeah,
Your last one.
that was my last one, like including the whole bonus action to regain.
You've sealed him up as best as you can. It's a bit botched. It's almost certainly going to leave some scars, which would be really weird on a myconid, but
Well, he got 16. I think that's respectable.
He'll probably
it's-
just think he had an organ taken. The mushrooms.
yes.
Yeah, he stole his kidneys or something.
Let's play Organ Harvest.
Yeah.
And then
All right. Well, that's the most important thing. Is he's now been returned back. Yeah, sure, he will have a little scar, but I think this whole ordeal is going to scar all of us, one way or another.
I believe I cut one of the mushrooms up.
You did great, Midas. You did great.
Thank you. It's not often that I get appreciated for cutting things up.
You saved one of my mushroom friends. Like, without you, this guy might have just consigned himself to the corruption.
I didn't do it for him. I did it for you.
Thank you. Let's get him propped up, and then I think we'll let him come around in his own time. We've still got a few more of the circle leaders to befriend.
Should we just let him float in the pool?
Um,
Wouldn't it be hilarious when someone comes along and finds a floating iconid?
don't know. If we need to wake him up, we'll splash some of it on his face. But I don't want him floating off. In fact, Bibble, can you look after him while we're out and about?
Ebel will do his best.
All right, you keep an eye on him.
Would he be safe with I keep forgetting the name. Basidia?
Yeah, but we don't know how to open this door, do we?
It's already open.
Oh, you did it? Oh, excellent.
And it's this mushroom here.
Okay. I want to get them all in at the same time, just in case those bridesmaids come back and they're like, oh, what's this guy doing in here? Having a secret meeting, are we?
Okay, yeah.
So we'll get them all through at the same time. Right. Keep an eye on him, Bibble.
I think just good.
All right. We only got, let's see, a couple more. Also, sharpen your blades. There's going to be, flipping alpha grit to deal with. And a shambling mound.
Wait, why?
I feel like if we kill those, we'll win over, if we do Lubamub.
I will change to a different form of myconid,
Lube 'em up.
and then I will strip again.
All right.
Doing up the strip first, just to confirm.
Just Midas just like speaking to Jorah, just like, oh, this could be a good time to go see Lube 'em up. Yeah. Lube you up.
Uh.
I can't get over that name. Not
Yeah,
just
I'll,
Midas.
I'll
Not just Midas.
change.
Jamey.
That's
No.
literally the name from the campaign. I'm not even making that one up.
Yeah, I'll change my form to more like a morchella mushroom.
Okay.
Tasty.
Oh no! I lost him.
And then I will.
Lost him.
Like Shmoosh. I lost Shmoosh.
Smush is off.
Where's
Smush
Shmoosh?
must find the circle leaders.
So where you were, Smoosh,
Yeah.
down there, that is the entrance to part of the rest of the grove.
Oh,
Which,
there is.
yeah,
Okay.
there's another entrance there deeper down, which is going to be a map I'm reusing because it's surprising how few good Myconid maps there are.
Sure.
And this is the official map for it, which I use for something else. So, haha.
I don't know where everyone's gone again, so.
Me neither. I'm just following Shmoosh before he disappears again.
I'm going to be putting you onto another map in a moment. So just
All
stay
right.
where you are, wherever that is. As you walk down some further winding tunnels, and
Ah!
More.
Lube 'em up. I
Laughing at my friend's name. Very rude.
just can't get over it.
it should hopefully drag you to the new map
Well, you
in a
know,
moment.
Mike, it's Midas sounds funny.
I mean, it
It's
might as
like,
well be funny.
yeah,
Eh?
try calling yourself gold.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, you.
Actually, you know what? I think Midas belonged to a king's name. So calling yourself Midas is very narcissistic. Calling yourself like a king.
Yes.
King of what?
Anything that I touch.
King of touching. Ew, that's not great. Ew,
No.
a bit pervy.
As in anyone's possessions.
That still doesn't sound any better. And keep your hands away from my possessions.
No touch.
Where are we?
So, welcome to the rest of the grove. Just let's put this one down in a moment.
Looking for Yesterbrod and Gaspibe.
And Yebabro.
Oh, this map. This map was nice.
Yep. So you'll obviously There's one of them over here, Shmoosh, I'm going to say.
Right. Catapult myself over it.
Yeah. One of the strange things about this one, firstly, he's surrounded by myconids that are sprouting for the first time. And he appears to be almost dancing.
Uh-oh. I think this one's already lost. We'll find out. I'll get closer
I'll get
and
two.
release some more pulse spores.
Okay. Roll me an insight check, Shmoosh.
I mean, you're still sitting on me again, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. So I am in mushroom form.
I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Is it a D8 or a D6? I think we're level 4, so it's got to be a D6, right? Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. 17.
Okay. 17, you say. 17. Okay, that is enough. As you hear him, he doesn't seem to respond much to it. He is like, hello, and then immediately turns to the sprouts, and you can't really get many of the words, but he seems to be singing of the great cedar and her wedding to the great body, and joy to all the world below and above.
You're in a good mood.
All should be in a good mood. The time of paradise is coming.
Oh, yeah, that paradise is going to be great. Who are your friends?
But these little ones, they are the newest members. They will be... Many more sprouts are needed to bring happiness to everyone.
Happiness, yeah.
Which, you know that trying to forcibly expand and create this many sprouts, as he's speaking, you see another sprout basically pop up. Is very strange.
It's like a plant growth, like an abnormal magical amount.
Yes.
What is the leader here known for?
This leader is the circle of sporers. His little job is to spawn new myconids, but normally it's important for a balance to occur.
Of course.
And by this forcible sort of thing, it's a bit too much.
Hey, slow down now.
There is no time to slow.
Oh.
All must be ready.
You're getting one too many. If you plant too many spores, they'll strangle each other. Like in the soil, I mean, like not physically. Like they'll be fighting for nutrients.
There will be all the nutrients we can ever dream of in the future.
Oh my! You place a lot of faith in this new circle melding.
Yes.
You don't have any apprehensions, no? Is there any complications that might come along with this?
No, all will be perfect. It has been promised. And then once again they turn away to speak to the young children, singing them of the great cedar.
Oh boy. The great cedar. Hey, I've not heard of them. Are they another sovereign?
They are greater than all the sovereigns. They shall join with the great body.
Great.
And that's all they seem to be saying.
Okay, these guys are long gone, Jorah. Oh no. I'm gonna just quickly get closer to have a look? Do they have this? Because we know what we're looking for now.
Yeah, you can clearly see it on them. That purplish white is vivid on them.
Vivid. That one looks like it's going to take all night. All right, let's come back to that. Wow, there's a churl behind us, chilling.
Yep. It stands there, and as you approach, it immediately doesn't attack, but it goes to block your path.
You're not supposed to be down here.
And to your surprise, it speaks via rapport spores into your mind. None may pass without the Sporer's permission.
Oh, is that the palace of Igmorgus?
Igmorgus and the Garden of Welcome are beyond, but none can go there.
Okay, we don't mean to. Just sidestep away. Or at least I gestured Jorah to, like, let's not try and tangle with this guy. He's
Yeah, he'll move. And he'll
okay.
away.
Think we can do anything more for? Is it Hebo?
Yearbarol.
Okay. All right, let's try and find the others.
I believe you need to speak to Yes Stabrod.
Yeah.
I think that's all that's left. Let me just check my list of.
I've got
On Gaspard.
yeah, Gaspard.
You actually do see, I'm going to say, you beyond the Chul servant sitting atop what you believe to be the entrance to the Garden of Welcome, which surrounds this giant mushroom which wasn't there before. Let me actually give you a sort of good image of what this looks
so
like.
he's literally in the place we're not allowed.
Seems that way.
Okay. Might be able to get his attention still.
But you were told that by the explorers that you might find something in the Garden of Welcome, which is where he is.
Yeah, okay.
So this is see that gigantic mushroom at the back? That's the sort of thing you're seeing, basically.
Right, it's like multi-tiered.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
It's
Okay.
bigger than any one you've seen in here before or in any of your travels. In fact, sorry, I've got an even better image that looks stranger and which is perhaps better for this. So let me copy the image.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that. There's even is that sort of glow on bits of it, and an entrance almost like a mouth at the base.
Alright guys, warm up on me. I need to get a distraction for these tools. I need to get into the Garden of Wonders. Or we could send just Midas in. They could try and sneak in and talk on our behalf instead. Or I've got another idea. The tools are a bit spread apart. I need them closer.
Where are the churls? Is it the big lobster people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's so many of them. My dark vision makes it really difficult. My non-dark vision.
So like,
just two of them.
I could hypnotize one of them, whilst also let me think. Okay. This isn't concentration, is it? It's not. I could charm both of them. But then, who's going to talk to the Myconid?
Am I good at talking? I forget these things. No.
Let me try something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand behind this mushroom so they can't see me. What's the range? 30
You
feet.
turn into one of the bridesmaids.
Or they're
That'd
lobsters.
be
They
amazing.
turn into the sexy lobster goddess again.
Oh god.
Sexy,
You-
very loosely phrased.
Because I'm sure those bridesmaids were probably allowed in.
The
What did
problem
they
is,
say a
Shmoosh,
second ago? Did they say none may pass except those loyal to
None may pass without the sporer's permission.
the sporers? Yeah.
the bridesmaids, what were they wearing, or was it just there?
Mm,
It looked like
Let-
they were actually wearing something.
let me see if I can find you a good image of them, because the token art doesn't really show. That's why is that image so
Yeah.
tiny?
I
Here
can
we
also
go.
put some pheromone spores on you.
So it is
Yeah.
just like their body that trails out like that.
Yeah, but it almost seems like part of them formed into like a dress sort of thing, which
Funny
would
thing
be
is,
But it is
They look
still
more-
part of them. Correct?
yes, but it might be tricky for you to transform into because it's beyond a standard sort of thing. It's a bit further, but it might
Okay.
be possible.
Let me.
There's something else we could do. It would take a couple hours.
As
But
an
I
action, you can change your appearance voice, determine the specifics of the changes, including your coloration, hair length, sex, also adjustable height, weight, but not so much your size changes. Make yourself appear of another race. You can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen, and must adopt a form that is the basic arrangement of limbs you have. Your clothing and equipment aren't changed. So technically, as long as they are a medium creature still, James, I could do that, as I have seen them.
Yeah, they just wouldn't have the big flowing dress, right?
They
Or is
would, because that's not clothes, that's them.
Oh,
That, as James just said, that is part of their
Yeah, if you
their
look,
body.
it's similar to what they have on the head, sort of thing. It's like a mixture of like mushrooms, lichens, sort of thing.
Which I could mimic.
I will say potentially, but it will be more difficult because it is a bit beyond normal.
Yeah, I'll try it. Worst case, it doesn't look right. I
it
won't do
doesn't
it.
look. Yeah, if it doesn't look right, you don't have to pull it off. But if it's close enough, perhaps the reason why you're going back in there is to get fully ready for the wedding. Like you need to change your clothes.
I'll try it. I'll see what happens. I'll take the form at least while I'm sort of hiding behind here.
Roll me that charisma check. Let's see how powerful your magic
Can I
is.
guidance that?
Yes.
Good. So there's my guidance.
You manage to make the head, the arms, etc. But no matter how much you try, you can't seem to form that almost like dress-like thing. It almost feels like creating extra limbs to you. With practice, you might be able to pull it off, but currently, no.
Okay. Plan B. Plan B.
Okay, plan B.
I can get over there just by myself.
That would defeat the whole purpose of what we've been doing.
I might be able to stay hidden and talk to him. Or I've got another idea. I can just cast detect thoughts. But I need to get over there for something else. Alright, this is a solo Shmoosh mission. Guys, you're just gonna have to trust me. But I'm gonna need all the help I can get. So Elodie, lay on a Song of Stealth.
Oh, guidance as well.
I'm going to try, first things first, I'm going to drink
High five.
from my emerald slumbering dragon vessel. And I'm going to drink it as a potion of climbing.
Okay.
And the next thing
Which
I'll
is its
do...
only use today. It's one
That's
day.
right. It is one now used.
Oh, sorry. Just quickly before we do this, sorry, can I just retcon slightly?
Uh-huh.
This area, what actually is it again? Sorry, because obviously I dipped for a couple of minutes.
That is Igmorgus. It's that giant. So the big mushroom is Igmorgus, which is the giant mushroom that I showed in the picture.
Yep.
It is supposedly essentially where Zuktamoy is preparing. But the area around it is known as the Garden of Welcome, and the Circle of Explorers said that might be a good place for you to find out some useful information.
I have an idea, Shmoosh.
Uh-huh.
So before you drink the horn, sorry, is it because I missed bits?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just filling it up right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Smoosh up and hide him in my cap, and I'll say to him, "What you need to say to them is you need to pass as you have a gift for her that you need to hand over, and it needs to be prepared." So
I do. I do have a gift.
so do I, and I will hold up the Sylvan Hat mushroom, which is the one that's properly peeled. A core of rare metal is inside. Is what you told me,
Okay.
James.
Yep.
All right. I'm happy to give it a go.
So I'll carry that. I'll carry that and the Moonspore crown, and sort of hold them in sort of my hands as gift to present as gift, or say that we need them. Yeah, and I will approach.
Go down to this one.
It helps if I actually grab my character rather than try and draw.
Immediately as you approach, they might block the path with as wide as they can, almost like a goalkeeper. And you hear that voice. None may pass without the Sporer's permission. None.
I have a. Oh, sorry, Smooth. Yeah, go on.
I mean, you can even talk to these things. I don't think are they using spores or are they using...
They have been.
Okay, that is odd.
That's not a me job.
Yeah, all right then. In that case, I will communicate back. We bring gifts for the new bride to be, and for Lady Z, they are to be handed to them directly. The Moonspore crown is a delicate piece. I don't think you'd want to be holding them with your big lobster hands. No offense, but these are delicate gifts.
Only the Sporer can allow you to pass.
Well, can we talk to the Sporer? Can they let us through?
They point over to the guy you were just speaking to.
Ah, those. All right, fine. We'll be right back. Oh, I'll say the same thing pretty much. Oh, leader of Sporers, we have gifts to give to the Queen and Lady Z. Would you like let us through? Can you tell these big dumb children that we got delicate gifts?
It considers this for a little bit. And
I
go.
show them the Moonspore crown.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I will guide.
All right. Yep. Sure. Got an 18.
Okay.
Good for Shmoosh, by the way.
Sort of tilts their head and goes, You are Myconids. You have no need to give gifts or go to the Garden of Welcome. But your guests, yes, they should go. They should go to the circle. They should go to the garden.
Can I inside check that? That sounded like a trap for these guys.
Roll the insight.
Yeah, I want to look this one. Think of this one and know.
Jorah, they are clearly something sinister. Well, actually, it sounds sinister, but it seems like there's almost a genuine joy to them as well. Like, it is the most beautiful of places. It's where we're growing our newest things. It is perfect for them to visit, to see all that this great cedar is bringing. But you're still suspicious as fuck.
Does it sound almost like we go there as a sacrifice?
Well,
Possibly.
obviously, she doesn't want non-myconid kinds interfering. So, from his perspective, it seems like, oh, it's a very joyous thing. It's perfect, in fact, for you to go there. But that's not perfect for us. You know what I mean? From his point of view, it's a joyous occasion, but getting your brains turned to mush is probably what he means. He thinks that's a good thing. He thinks we'll enjoy that, but it's probably not.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll back away. Well, okay. Thank you. Thank you. We'll I'll go talk to my guests.
Yeah.
Okay. Back away.
Also, just as a thing, imagine each of these squares is 10 feet, because I think that gives a better representation of the size.
It's massive, this place, right?
So these things are like 30 feet.
All right, Midas, get your gold hoarding ass over here.
Let me, I can actually, I can give you the grid, can't I? Grid scale is 10. Is that going to break things?
If you want, I could destruct one of the lobster things by blowing the horn at it from a distance.
Well, I can actually hypnotic gaze one and
Don't you want to
charm
go
the
in?
other one. I don't know. They're not going to allow myconids in.
Yeah, but
But they said the guests are allowed in.
I have an idea for that. How to get you in, Shmoosh?
Bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay. We'll all go together then. You guys go. You gotta have the gift, so I'll hand them the moonspore crown.
Ooh.
Don't want to get in any trouble though. If there's
I
trouble,
will carry the moonstone, knowing what.
Also, remember, Jorah, they specifically said myconids can't go there, so you'll need to turn back.
Yeah, that's the plan, is to hide again.
You hold the gift, I'll hold the smoosh.
Is there anywhere in this room I can sort of hide? And not be seen, or do I have to leave?
Oh, also smoosh, you
You
might
can
want to
probably hide behind something easy enough.
Yeah, I'll just sort of crouch down, pull out some clothes out of the bag, put them on.
Yeah, smoosh, if I'm going to put you in the bag of holding, you might want to take yours off.
Yeah, I'll take Smoosh's bag of holding.
Don't forget that. Yeah, okay.
That could be a whole campaign.
Well, we would start the Astral Sea campaign. It would be what lies outside.
Yeah.
What lies above?
What lies sideways?
What lies out there?
If that happens, I'm going to say that would put this campaign on pause, at least till the Spelljammer books come out. Because I'll need the rules.
What lies out there? All right, now we're done. I'll hop in the bag, take a deep breath. Good luck, guys. What's in the bag? I'm just gonna start copying down spells.
Yep.
Turning around, and I'm like hinting to the person over here. I'm like, Bibble, get over here.
Bibble's back guarding the other guy. He's not with you.
Is it? I thought we just forgot Bibble again.
Looking, sorry, James. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time.
Yeah,
Would
I
that
think
not be
this is a good place to end it, and it gives me some time for planning. But
is there a map? Is there a map you've already got planned?
I do have a couple of maps planned for stuff that you need.
I mean, this next bit, because I was thinking like maybe we step in and then cut that.
No, I don't have a map prepped for the next little bit yet.
All right, we'll quite hear that.
Yeah. Apologies,
Sorry,
it got a bit further than I was expecting.
It's all different places.
Yeah.
All right. Looking forward to the Garden of Wonder next
Yeah.
session.
Garden of
Uh,
Welcome, which
welcome,
hopefully
right?
will not become a Garden of Horrors.
I hope
Oh,
not.
God.
Of course it
It's
will.
specifically told not to go here, and we're going
Well,
anyway.
you were told not to go to Igmorgus.
Yeah, sure, but it's like right outside. It's like
Yeah, you were
like
told.
wandering in the courtyard of Strahd's castle. Like,
Yeah, but
You
you
know
were
what I mean?
told by the explorers that you may find something useful here.
okay, all right, gotcha. Let's
Yeah.
hope it turns out to be something good.
Yeah. Okay, and with that, we are gonna wrap up. We'll be back again on the 25th, assuming we have everyone and someone's not fallen ill, etc., whatever. But of course, join us Friday for the next deep dive into perhaps somewhere even deeper than here, where we continue our dive in the elemental plane of Earth, the sevenfold maze, hopefully going to the 3rd level. And join us also on Sunday as we begin our preparations for infiltrating the Brigand's Tollway to confront Agdon Longscarf and show him that he is not the prince. He may be the Prince of Prismere, but he is nothing compared to the witch-like monarch, and his crown should be mine.
Yeah,
And
sounds good.
so join us then, and goodbye for now. Bye.
Bye.
Ugh. I was really happy with this series, voice. At least it sounded good to me.
I did.
So I
Sorry
was going to
about
go for like a rough, like older character, which is kind of tricky.
I loved Chris's reaction. It's like we saved the thing from most of the spores, and then I was just like, "So we're cutting this thing up, right?"
Yep.
Bruce is like, "What?"
Yeah. I'm also really curious because it would have happened several times how Elodie reacts to the naked Jorah.
Sure.
it was
Yeah.
once.
It's been twice now. Because
It was
you can't
once
do it
because
here.
he put the clothes back on before he shapeshifted.
Yeah.
At least, roleplay wise, Midas gave you a penis. She could have just been a Ken doll.
I mean, this is the beauty of being a shapeshifter. I can choose.
I can have anything I want.
I can have anything I want, and whatever size I want.
It's like the same as Midas, but